Hey everyone, I wanted to do a quick video. This is kind of a big deal because I finally got to the point where I finished all the arena fatalities and I wanted to do a quick showcase of those. I also pulled in and made sure that they were working for Shao Kahn and Kintaro as well, and there's a couple new fatalities that are unique to this 3DO port. So I'm just going to go through and play them real quick. One thing to note is that in a lot of cases the audio and the sound effects are not what they're supposed to be. That's one of the things I'm going to tackle last, is making those line up like they're supposed to. I need to make sure that I have enough RAM when everything is done, and then when everything else is finished, I'll see how much RAM I have left over for the rest of the sound effects. I'm probably going to have to like recompress and redo audio as well. So another thing too is I'm going to use Johnny Cage for everything because he's been kind of my my lab assistant in this, where I have his jump kick is just like a one-hit kill on the opponent, so it makes things go faster. So I'm just going to randomly pick opponents and then go through the different arenas that have the fatalities. This is going to be more gameplay and less talking. I'm going to turn off the debug text.
Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
I don't have the option in here yet to hold down and make the opponent fall down, but I'll get that in here as well. And I'm actually going to restart this one more time because, actually I'll back out, but I want to go back in and choose a different background because some of the arenas also have different background graphics that I think look pretty good. I'll just pick a different fighter this time. Actually, I'll pick Shao Kahn.
Johnny Cage.
I have not tested him yet, so hopefully it works out.
Round 1. Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Not too bad. So next we'll do the Deadpool. Do Baraka for that one.
Johnny Cage. Round 1. Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Alright, so far so good. I'm hoping the 3D doesn't crash. I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to go to a different part of the screen.
Johnny Cage. Round 1. Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight.
Just to see what it looks like, I'm just going to push him over.
Finish him. Johnny Cage.
Yeah, so I have on that one, wherever the fighter is, it kind of centers them towards the middle of the screen. Now we'll do the pit, which was by far the most involved. And I'll do this one twice too. This one's got kind of a cool background as the third option.
Round 1. Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
I'm actually going to do that one against Shao Kahn too because he's got kind of a cool animation. It does work for Kintaro also, but it's a little bit clunky. His animation, I mean.
Johnny Cage. Round 1. Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him.
That's the frame from the end of the game, but I think it looks kind of good here.
Johnny Cage wins.
Alright, now we're going to show two 3DO port exclusive arena fatalities. Pick pink Johnny Cage, and we'll do red Melina.
Round 1. Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight.
So this one's kind of neat because you have to trigger it with a roundhouse kick. You have to be in the middle of the arena. So you have to be more than 160 pixels away from like the left or the far left or the far right side of the screen. And what happens is the roundhouse kick animation will take place, but then the opponent gets yanked back, and you'll see what happens in a second.
Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Then I'm going to do that again with another fighter, and we'll go to the other side of the screen. Yellow Johnny Cage, and we'll do Shang Tsung this time. And we'll do a different background here too.
Round 1. Fight. Johnny Cage wins. Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
I think it's kind of neat. In the comments if you want to let me know your feedback. If you think it's too simplistic, but I kind of like it. And then the last one is on the 3DO arena. Do it against Jax.
Jax.
So this one uses an effect that the 3DO has called Maria, which is basically, in the docs it describes it as speed fill versus region fill. So when you scale a cell up, it doesn't fill in the pixels other than the original pixels for the graphic. So it's used, there's demo videos where it shows things like Total Eclipse, for example, use it as like an explosion effect, where when something scales to get bigger, it looks like a particle effect. So that's used for this fatality here too.
Johnny Cage wins. Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
That's the Maria effect. And I'll do it again with, I guess we'll do Kintaro this time.
Johnny Cage.
And then the third background I chose this time is from Out of This World.
Johnny Cage wins. Finish him. Johnny Cage wins.
Cool. So for now, that's it. This point in the game plan is basically forward progress again on, I had to pick back up on Sub-Zero and get the rest of the special moves working. Blood needs to be probably improved a little bit. It's kind of slow and clunky the way that it works. But then once I can go through and fix that and Sub-Zero, and then there's a few other fighters that I need to get the specials working on, I'm basically at the point where I'll be able to drop an ISO for beta testing. So that will hopefully be within the next month or so. One last thing I want to do real quick is just do an arena tour and just show a couple of the other new backgrounds in some of the arenas that I think look pretty good. Ugh. There we go. Yeah, so this one I think is kind of neat. So here's variation. 1 is the standard, 2 is nighttime, and then 3 looks like this. So on the Kombat Tomb, so here's the standard. No, this is the third one, where it's got that blended background between the battle plan background and the regular. Here's the standard, and then here's like a nighttime version of the standard. So here's Shao Kahn's, I think this is version 2. Version 3, it's kind of a nice looking sky. And then version 1 is just the standard. This one is not changed, but I'll go to version C just so you can see it. It's basically the same thing, except it's got red light, or red, the electricity in the back instead of the blue. These guys just different background colors in the way back. This one, same thing, it's just the way background colors get a little bit more red as you go through the different versions. And here's the standard. So here's the standard on this one. This is the SNES style. And then, I'm not in love with this. I might change this actually, it's just purple on this one. But yeah, I'll probably come up with something different for this one also. So this is the pit, this is version 3. The standard. And then the second one is just a little bit darker with some more stars. Oops. Let's see, I think, it's hard to say. These are pretty subtle. There's not a huge difference between these ones. Gets a little bit more red as you go through. Yes, that one's a little bit more red. I may do something with this one also. We'll see. So Goro's lair, if I'm not mistaken, there is not 3 different versions. I think it's all the same right now, and I had to take Goro out because he was affecting performance too much, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are all the same. Yeah. Alright, so on this one, the background in this is version B, I believe. That's actually from Killing Time. This is the standard, which is actually from Mortal Kombat 3. And then this one here is from Out of This World. I think we're back to the beginning. Yep. So, anyways, alright. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are excited and still into this project. If you have any feedback on the fatalities, or if there's anything you think should be tweaked, or any other arena fatalities you think we should get in, let me know. Thanks, everyone.